obviously the role you're going to have on this team going forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big blessing, obviously, be able to finally be in the spot where I know I'm going to be. It's been, a lot of ups and downs throughout my career so far, and one of the reasons why I decided to stay was because of the belief that I have in this organization and how well run it is, how well they take care of us, of our families, and then obviously the belief in Kenny, the coaching staff, and this roster. Just really excited for what we have going forward, and I'm grateful that they're investing in me and that they have that same belief in me.
To that end, did it change? I mean, obviously, I know you prepare for the season the same way overall, but does your approach or your mindset change at all when you come into it with, like you said, sort of a different level of security and structure than you maybe have had at different points in the past?
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible to say that there wouldn't be a slightly different mindset. It's great to have that security, knowing, the NBA is futile. You don't know exactly what's going to happen, but knowing that hopefully going to be here for a few years. But at the same time, you want to play well. Whether you're on a minimum or a max contract, you want to play well. And so my focus hasn't changed, and I think my resolve has even gotten stronger to be the best player I can be and help this team get to the next level.
I know you didn't technically make it to the start of free agency, but before you signed that, was there a moment where you thought you would be someone else?
I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that, but there was, potential to end up somewhere else. But again, I really felt good about this organization and Kenny and Don and Ev and DG and our whole, all our leadership and whatnot. And again, having my first few years, having moved around so much, having been in Cleveland for now almost 3 years, it's nice to have almost a home, and so that was a big reason behind that as well.
With the personnel on this team being a little bit different than it was last year, how do you see your role being different, if at all, than it has been last year's?
Yeah, I think I kind of, everyone knows who I am as a player and what I do, and the shooting is, that's not going to change. I'm still going to try and get up a bunch of threes and whatnot, but I think, bringing in a guy like Lonzo, I think he's going to be good for me. Bringing in Larry, who's a great screener, knows how to play. Bringing in TV, same type of thing, pretty similar to Larry. I think there might be times where it looks a little more like 2 years ago. When I would play with Tristan and play off him, and he would set off-ball screens and whatnot, and we'd do some two-man actions. And Lonzo's always looking to spray ahead and find guys, but we haven't had a single practice yet, so I want to continue to diversify my game and not change a whole lot about who I am, but I've worked really hard this summer on adding a mid-range game, adding some floaters, so that I can try and diversify it as much as I can.
We know how good of a coach Kenny is, but for you guys, the player-led workouts, to take it upon yourself and take initiative after what happened last year, just how important is that to have that mentality going into this year, knowing what happened?
Yeah, obviously it was a disappointing way to end and not how we wanted it to end. But we're still pretty young, and to see the resolve that we've had, with our youth, seeing, Evan have guys come out to LA, and, Don always does his stuff.
What is my stuff?
Just wearing chains when we're not supposed to at media day. Wearing green shoes when we got a green screen. There's clearly a mindset here of where we want to go and where we know we're capable of, and that's a long way away, so you can't get too far ahead of yourselves. But I feel like guys understand what changes maybe needed to be made individually and collectively, and hopefully we can work on that and implement that and be even better.
Sam, I remember talking with you when you were with the Charge.